Hello, my dear ladies. Hello, my dear gentlemen. As you know, I always try to make my videos interesting and serious. But that's not easy at all. I've made a lot of videos by now, and the ideas have to be good. That's why I've decided to only post 2 videos a week, but longer than usual, and 1 or 2 shorts every day. I hope you like it. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about myself in my videos. I am a woman who loves animals, art, and elegant fashion. But mostly the good stuff. My taste doesn't really fit with the zeitgeist. It's completely contrary. But not all people are the same, thank God. And I believe that you, my dear ladies, and you, my dear gentlemen, think the same way I do. That's why I'm starting my video today by talking about the birth of my first child. The first child is always something special. As a young woman, you have no idea how everything will unfold. I was 23 when my son was born in Switzerland. A cesarean section was recommended by my doctor. My doctor was very well known, who had also delivered Caterine Valente's second son. He was a fabulous doctor. He delivered all 4 of my children very well. My first son was born on my birthday. If you have a cesarean section, you can choose the date yourself. The clinic was run by religious order at the time and was the best in the area. The nuns were lovely to me. When I think about it today, I know that my 4 cesarean births are among the best memories of my life. I arrived in the clinic that evening. I had a beautiful private room with a stunning view of Montebré. Preparations for the operation, a cesarean section, began immediately. I was also given a mild sleeping pill. My son was delivered early the next morning. I saw him the first time that afternoon when I woke up from the anesthesia. A nun brought him to me in a blue blanket with a wristband bearing his name and weight on his tiny hand. He was asleep. I asked the nurse to wake him up and unwrap him. It was an otherworldly moment when I looked into his blue eyes for the first time. Then he started to cry. I was so happy, and the nurse showed me how to breastfeed him. Breastfeeding, for the first time, is a feeling that cannot be described. It is also one of my most beautiful moments of my life. I was in the hospital for 7 days and received excellent care. A cesarean section is a surgical procedure, and the 3 days afterwards are among the most critical. The doctor came several times a day, and the recovery went very well. My son was also perfectly healthy, with a round little head, and he drank very well. In the hospital, I always looked forward to breakfast the most. It consisted of a cup of Ovomaltine and a croissant with butter. It was the best breakfast in the world. I was a mother for the first time, breastfed my son, and simply felt happy. With your first child, you don't understand what it means to be a mother. Everything changes. Suddenly, the child, this tiny human being, is the most important thing in your life. Everything was so easy in the hospital. The nuns always took care of him. But now at home, you worry a lot when he cries, or when his bottom is red, or when he just doesn't burp after eating. You carry him around at night so he can fall asleep. And then the first vaccinations at the doctor. He was a so-called handsome man and funny. After my son's first vaccination, he laughed at me and said to my son, "You have a beautiful mummy," and patted my bottom. I wasn't mad at him, so memories. Yes, and it all goes by so quickly. It's easier with the second child, and then you know everything better. I hope you enjoyed my little story from my life. See you next time.